kickoff for Tampa Bay.
The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Take it in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now this time, Wentz will throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 64 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Eagles 7, Buccaneers nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Fournette. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the 25-yard line.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete to Leonard.
Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now a hit and a loose football.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. I'm coming. Hey, Lou. Check. Check the back.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Levante David in on the tackle.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 41, Wentz. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Fournette a first down carry, but he'll get only a couple before defenders are there to meet him.
Davion Taylor.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Brady. Going up top for Miller. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete.
Scotty Miller, 64 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Steps away to his left. That'll be complete to Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
For an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
End of the 1st quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
At the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That's another.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Breida.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
Yards brings up 3rd and goal.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there counts for it, winds up to be an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run there when we get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Going deep this time for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. He's got a man, complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 36-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. That one good for 21 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 32-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's third down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. To throw on third down. Brady, he's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
First down.
Brady going to throw.
But whenever you...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Fletcher Cox able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. After the sack on first down, Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Fletcher Cox picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. Third and long after that last sack.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. On play action, now Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup at 25. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain. That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feel...
Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
You got to figure it out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point through the Snowflakes, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
No, I can't go. Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Brady. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Brady going to sling this out wide to Godwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time.
1st down.
And here's the first carry of the game for the former Eagle, LaShawn McCoy. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
4-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On play action, it's Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski.
Brady's pass.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scotty Miller, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game at 17. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Matt Breida, 75 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
And now look at him go. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers showing straight down 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Open man, Gronkowski complete. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Tampa Bay.
Brady now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Wentz going to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, you're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 30. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. T.J. Green with a pick. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Now it's the backup Gabbard. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. T.J. Green with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing just about on his own goal line. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the 4th quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensing. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.